We stay very busy. On an average year, we respond to 20,000 calls a year. A lot of those calls are going to with fire as well, whether it's an actual fire call, a medical call, a traffic accident. We work very closely with the Hibbing Fire and Ambulance Service. We handle a lot of domestic disturbance type of calls, a lot of disturbance calls. Nowadays, a lot of mental health incidents. Overall, the structure of our building is not poor like the fire department, but what we lack is the size. A lot of our offices, we take 2 or 3 people and cram them into an office where realistically it should only be one officer or one detective in those offices. We've been very creative in trying to make stuff work, and now it's to the point we can't make it work anymore. Our evidence areas are overflowing. We're all the way to the ceiling with our evidence storage. Some of our stuff's even out in the garage just due to the lack of those areas where we can store big evidence items like a 4-wheeler, for example, or a snowblower, even a chainsaw, stuff like that. We don't have a true dedicated area to store that type of evidence. Also, our evidence areas aren't properly vented. We don't have an area that's climate controlled. So very challenging for us. We currently have 1 canine in our department. We normally have 2, which we'll be getting our second one hopefully in 2025 again. With these canines, we don't have a true dedicated area for them. One of our biggest challenges right now, as we talked about, is the footprint of our building and not having enough space. This is very relevant when it comes to people that we take into custody, or if we have a juvenile that we have a temporary hold on. Right now, we do not have a true dedicated area for decontamination for our officers. Fortunately, the fire department helps us out in that situation right now. But the bad part is you're going into your squad car, over to the fire department, coming back here. So you get a lot of cross-contamination. So to have an area like that in a new building would be really ideal, especially with a lot of the stuff we're exposed to nowadays with drugs and that type of stuff on the road. We also do not have a female and male locker room. Right now we're jointly together. Not ideal. We're a growing department, especially with females. We have 5 females on staff right now, and there's actually hopes for that number to grow. So having that in mind, it'd be nice if they could have their own dedicated area as well. The locker room also serves as our weight room. So on top of the females and males sharing that locker room, we also are in there weightlifting, exercising, so it can be pretty cluttered at times. Yeah, right now we don't have a true, dedicated area for officers to make and prepare meals. They're here from anywhere from 12 to 14 hours a day. So to have a good area where they could make a meal and sit down and enjoy it would be ideal. Right now, oftentimes, we just have to do it right in the report writing station area, just to the lack of space we don't have. We feel with the new public safety building and having an open access area to make our community members feel welcome, that they can come to the police department, get to know an officer or somebody out of the department is one of our main goals with this project. Yeah, when I think about a building like this, I think it could be like a major community focal point. You look at our high school, our memorial building, those are huge parts of our community. I think if we do this project right, this public safety building can be the same way. You took us and fire and put us all under the same roof. It's all a one-stop shop, which is so much better for our community members. I think it would definitely help recruitment and retention as well. Nowadays, it's a tough profession to get cops to want to be cops and stay cops. So I think if we had a beautiful facility that's our own, our officers would really cherish that and want to stay here for their whole career. Right now where we're at, we're leasing, so this isn't our building. We can't do the stuff we truly want to do here. We can't even put pictures up on the wall without asking permission or have someone do it. So people that have rented over the years, your younger days, you realize that it's not your space. You can't truly do what you want with it. So to have a building that would be our own and we could put our fingerprint on it would be ideal for us. A lot of times, I'd say every day, multiple times a day, us, fire, and ambulance are on the same calls together. And this would be a great opportunity, being under the same roof, to have those opportunities to debrief after those calls, learn from each other, grow those relationships. We have good relationships with them right now, but it'd be a whole lot easier to be in the same building. Our community members truly rely on our public safety team in times of need. We, the public safety team, are now asking for you all to go out and do your research, check out yoursafetyourpriority.org, check out the City of Hibbing website for more information on this project. I feel once the community members look into this, they will thoroughly understand the need we have for this facility. It'll truly be a trademark to our community, and it'll help us serve you better as well.
To fund the Your Safety, our priority plan, the City of Hibbing is proposing a local 0.5% sales tax. If approved by voters this November, the local sales tax will be paid by residents and non-residents who purchase qualifying goods and services in the City of Hibbing.